Welcome, boys and ghouls, back to the park! Crypt Keeper is on the list of voices I can't even remotely attempt to imitate. At all. Seriously. Along with Starscream, although that one's so digitally altered, it's not like anyone could accurately imitate it on their own. What does Starscream's voice sound like if you take away the digital modification, I wonder. Has anybody ever posted that anywhere? What the Autobots and Decepticons sound like before the audio distortion was added in? Because now I'm curious. Probably most of them just sound like Frank Welker.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. It'd make me dizzy.
And it may have murdered me a few times when I was playing it in Secret World.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Shut up. Let's see. Police eyewitness report, statement. Anyway, we were waiting our turn on the ride. Frank and me and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been wary of those suits. Give me the creeps. Silly, I know. You, me, and Yahtzee, and everybody who's played Five Nights. Anyway, Chipmunk Man carving away at the ice. First thought he was making an animal like a tiger or lion, but the more ice fell away, when you looked at it, it looked like a human face smiling out of the block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw something was not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little faster, like you were the prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up, and one made a face at the carving, said something rude at the chipmunk guy, and he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos, and everybody was running away, and one of the teenagers was on the ground, all stab, stab, stab with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming. And Frank and I were dragging the kids away. The last thing I saw before Frank could drag me away was the eyeball of one of those poor kids landing on the ice sculpture. Hey, okay. Ew, shiggity, 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 shway. Alright, those riding cars have faces on them like the cars from Cars. I always knew they were evil. Alright. But yeah, when you play this, when you come to the park in Secret World, the game proper, you have a mission where you... Ooh, I can write it. Alright, let's do that. Get on.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Alright. Anyway, in the game you don't actually get to ride it. What you do is you turn it on, and then you have to survive an onslaught of zombies and giant zombies, and possibly other things I don't remember. Might be some infected, tainted people, which are basically a different kind of zombie. Anyway, while the ride is going, and if you can dodge the ride well... Okay, if you can... Oh, more. If you can dodge the ride well, you can use it to beat them to death. But if you stand in the wrong place for even a second, getting hit by that thing will tear through your hit points really quick. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's stopped now. How many times do you have to slow this thing down? How many slowness settings does this thing have? Seriously, is there a functional purpose for that last speed setting? Okay, I'm not really going anywhere this time, just going around. Not much to see here. I was being holy hell. What the hell is that? Was that the Scarecrow? Get back in your own game, Scarecrow. You are not the Scarecrow. You're possibly the Babadook. Yeah, actually that was the Bogeyman. Possibly Boogeyman, depending on how you say it. You can hear it both ways. Even Mr. Boogity Man.
Oh, I remember this.
You look crazy psychotic in that picture. Callum looks like he's trying to get away from a lunatic. And shouldn't you be a little more concerned that there's just an old Polaroid picture of you and your little son just lying around the park?
Callum?
The abandoned nightmare park? Seriously? Shouldn't you at least be a little...
Don't hide from me, Callum! Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides.
Enough with the emo poetry.
The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum is no different.
Potential?
He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations.
What were you expecting?
Shattered. And as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
No, seriously, what the hell were you expecting? For him to come out like a virtuoso on the piano and able to, like, perform open heart surgery and... Jesus, lady. Thought working on the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season really drags. Aren't that many tourists around, and most of the staff spend their time around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chet. I mean Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot of Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all that. But the more he wears the suit, the weirder Steve is getting. First, it was little things like refusing to change at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to the park manager about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day, but nothing seems to change. Suit still smells like a carcass when Steve walks by. And apparently Steve picked up some new skills since I last saw him puking up in a gutter outside the Psychoil station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. The shapes he makes in the ice, though, give me the creeps. Steve gave by the booth today. Lucky me. Just hung around for a while. Couldn't really tell because of the suit. It seemed like he was staring at me. Sizing me up. Eye-blunking me. Whatever he was doing. Anyway, I asked what he was doing, just stood there not saying anything, so I called the supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. The supervisor told me to put it in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I never want to see that chipmunk suit again as long as I live. Laura Henneman. Well, I don't either. Whoa! Hi. I was going to talk more about overreaching expectations for your kids, but in this case, I don't care anymore. What the hell? Who built this place? Who built this place? Why is there this building here with no door? There was someone in there. There is no door. There is no door on any surface of this building. This was a building...
Where are you?
This was a building for ghosts. I'm not sure why I keep calling for Callum. It doesn't do a damn
Mommy, Callum.
thing. And yet I feel like I should keep calling. Because, you know, that's the mom thing to do. Because I am this kid's mom. Reminds me of something geeky. Ooh, it's a Cthulhu. No, it's... The creature from the Black Lagoon had a baby with a chocobo. This place is messed up beyond all belief, and they have a statue of a Deep One chocobo. What in the name of God? Seriously. Alright. Bumper cars!
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
Well, 80s music would go along with that Polaroid you found. Seriously, why is there a Polaroid of you and your little child in what I assume is modern day? Because I know it's not the 80s, because you referred to it as 80s music. Hello? Anybody home? Where is everybody? I demand service. And once again, if this were actually the secret world, this would be stupid. Very, very stupid. Because there's one point when the cars are all active and going around like crazy. And there's a guy like a scarecrow, because he is a scarecrow, with a chainsaw coming at you. But the thing is, he loses a little of his intimidation factor because he is not immune to the random charging bumper cars. That's right, they will knock his ass down just as readily as they will knock you for a loop, and you can just keep pumping ammo or blasting spells or hacking away with your melee weapon while he gets knocked. You can completely castrate the horror of the situation by standing just at the lip of the safe, the standing area on the sides, so he's still standing on the bumper car track, or turf area. It's not track, it's not turf. Bumper car zone, and he'll just get hit over and over as random cars pass by, and you'll be safe, just laughing your ass off. Accident report. During the transport of bumper cars in the area, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was directing the driver. He was crushed. Injuries, Francis was killed. Comments. Dexter, the driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. No one else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested Dexter provide a urine sample. And what would you do to prevent this? Double-checking the straps and drug testing for all drivers. Additional commentary. Local labor is very superstitious. Reviewed and refusing to return to work. Get the local church to walk the park and exorcise the spirits. Bumper car squishy. Ew. Well, hello? Is there somebody there? I like potatoes. Oh, God. Oh, run, stupid. I could not move. Alright, apparently I didn't need to. That thing nearly killed me. Let's go check it out. I can't wait. I'm gonna find this thing. Alright, why does that one car have lights and none of the others do? What is it pointing to? Is it pointing to the right way to go?
Mommy is coming, Callum!
Why do you have lights when none of the others do? Are you possessed? Why is there baby? Baby is not what I should be hearing. Maybe I made it up. Yeah, I'm just going to assume I made up the baby. Much safer that way.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was.
Oh yeah, you're a monster.
When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment.
Dick.
He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad.
So shove the ticket up
And
his...
he gave it to me. Our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she... just get some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me.
Emo?
And instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Drama queen emo much? You said the right thing at least. But no, in this case the sheriff was a dick. No offense. And I'm sure there's lots of people who would freak out about this, but when I was little, I got left in the car. I'm not sure about when I was little tiny, but when I was old enough to be self-conscious, my brother and I got left in the car for like quick grocery trips and things. Seriously, where are the happy notes? Where's the, hey, my boyfriend took me out to dinner diary and it was awesome? Or the, hey, dear journal, today I got an A on the math test and Mom was so proud of me. But no, it's all just, oh, this place is full of murder. Oh, some guy got stabbed with an ice pick. Oh, somebody got crushed by a lot of things. Oh, this park is unsafe and miserable and full of evil. Oh, this island was horrible before the park was built. Give me some happy notes, for God's sake. Or even, just a neutral note. I'd take, somebody's shopping list, or, I don't know, just a little memo for Jenkins to bring the Mackenzie report. I think I found a dead end. And dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. So gotta go round. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, faster. Stop that. For a horrible place of death and evil, there's a lot of lush greenery around here. Alright, I should probably conserve my run. Probably. Yes.
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are! I can't get on while it's moving.
Yeah, I should have figured that out. Yeah, pull the switch. Pull the strings! Pull the strings! I'm just going to hit it over and over and over and over again. I don't know how many it's going to take. Unless I do it too far and it starts to go backwards. Which I don't think is a thing. Alright, everything appears to be safe. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Okay, we're on the Ferris wheel. Whoop-de-doodles. Ferris wheels are like the least exciting thing, the creepiest part, not lamest part of the whole experience. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened there. I just got a weird sound distortion and the mic stopped working at all.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank.
Hopefully juice and
Things
water.
were different for Don and I.
We all have to drink.
When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others.
Maybe he didn't
ordered
like
coffee
girls?
and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home.
Okay, that wasn't the case, but you gotta keep that
describe
option
walk.
open.
We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
Aww.
According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone.
So why would you come back to this place?
Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Well, it's not actually over. You and the kid are still here. Seriously. This is just the scary, sad part in the middle of the fairy tale. You don't just give... Well, I guess you did just give up. Alright. Okay, lady. You're starting to... I don't know, I don't dislike you yet, but I'm starting to like you less and less. That whole "is that it" comment really kind of...
Where are you? Callum?
It kind of counters... It's kind of counterintuitive to... There's baby again. But it's kind of counterintuitive when you pretend to care and then you say crap like, every bit of our relationship was built on a lie, and he did not meet up to my expectations, whatever those were, and... Ooh, roller coaster ticket. Roller coaster of love. Roller coaster. Is somebody throwing Ferris wheel cars at me? Because I'd like that to stop now. I don't want that. No, thank you. Please don't do that. Thank you. I mean, why did you do that? Why, hell, who, how, where, why would you throw things at me?
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit.
Liking you a lot
My
less.
angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until...
Lady?
We all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
I get where you're coming from, but I do not know if I want to play as you anymore. Because you're kind of horrible.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Yeah, well, now's not the time to do it. I'm pretty sure Callum's not on the roller coaster. Anyway, you know what? Screw you. I'm done for now. I'm gonna keep playing later, but for right now, thank you very much for watching. But I want nothing more to do with this woman for the moment. So please, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, or subscribe. I will be back next time with more. Or not. I'm not the boss of you.